The Max Out Finale event brings the debut of the last remaining Galarian form to go. The ghostly Galarian Corsola and its evolution Cursola finally arrive. How good are these two bleached coral Pokemon? Join us for our analysis as we conclude the Max Out season and find out. Welcome back, everyone. I'm a little surprised that it took this long to get these two, but it's still nice to have the last Galarian forms arrive and go. Galarian Corsola will fit Johto Corsola's spot in the Pokedex too, if you don't have one yet. The pure ghost type will debut in eggs during the finale event to the season, but are these ghostly coral Pokemon any good? Well, beginning with Cursola and its raid viability, Cursola has a solid 253 attack stat, along with an average 182 defense and a somewhat lower 155 stamina. Unfortunately, Cursola's moves let it down in raids, with Astonish being worse than Hex and Nightshade being worse than Shadow Ball. Its moveset was actually updated a few months back, and Hex and Shadow Ball would have made it a respectable ghost attacker. At the very least, it wasn't going to overthrow things like Chandelure or Dragapult anyway, so it really isn't that much of a loss. And even in PvP, Cursola is still too glassy to excel. Something like Dragapult does the attack-weighted Astonish user much better. However, believe it or not, it's the pre-evolution Galarian Corsola who's much bigger in PvP. Galarian Corsola actually shares the same defense and stamina as Cursola, just with less than half of its attack at 116. That lower attack proportional to the higher defense and HP results in a much higher bulk for the pre-evolution, having similar stats to the likes of Lickitung and Steelix in the Great League. Not only that, but Galarian Corsola's moveset of Astonish alongside Nightshade and Power Gem is really good, especially with those two charged moves being buffed this season. Rock Blast is a viable option too for a cheaper move that can bait shields, but with Galarian Corsola having such high defenses, I think the more expensive and stronger Power Gem would still be the way to go. And performance-wise, it looks really impressive, with key wins against Pokemon like Cresselia, Azumarill, Clodsire, and more. A really wide selection of wins, but of course, it'll be vulnerable to dark and normal types like Guzzlord, Mandibuzz, and Dunsparce, so it'll be important to plan around that weakness. I think pairing it with a fairy type would be a great idea, or maybe even two. But this will be a huge Pokemon for the Great League, so I'd definitely try and nab one while it's in eggs. But what are your thoughts on Galarian Corsola and Cursola? I think the pre-evolution is exceeding my expectations, but I feel like Cursola should have been kept as a more raid-oriented Pokemon, seeing that it's not really meant for PvP like Corsola. Let us know your thoughts though down in the comments below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a lot of fun videos planned for the end of year that you don't want to miss. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.